Karen and Tom here, living our Life 4.0. We've been deep in the longest fjord in Norway for almost a week, and while the fjords are truly incredible, so are the thousands of offshore islands that dot Norway's coast from top to bottom, and we're ready for a change. As we navigate the long distance back out the Sognefjorden, we research our options and settle on what would end up being a favorite spot for the entire summer, Bullandet. What a gem this archipelago is. All right, we've officially left Sognefjorden and we're heading north. There's a passage we're going to be going through up here. We just got fuel at Lervik, and I looked over here and there is this stunning face, very half-domey, Yosemite's half dome right there, and then this valley looks like a perfectly shaped, glacially carved valley, so that's pretty neat looking. We are heading up through this break here. The ocean, the Atlantic is out that way, not very far. And where we're going tonight is a group of offshore islands that are connected together by lots of little bridges. I guess you can bike through the area, and they refer to it as the Venice of Norway. So we're looking forward to seeing that. Soon we had some light winds kicking up from almost astern of us. Maybe it's time to try our brand new asymmetrical spinnaker. We secured the bag on the foredeck, fed the sheets from the cockpit, and tied them to the sail's clew. We connected the halyard to the head of the sail and the tack to a line that Tom had rigged up to the bow, and we're ready to hoist. It's first raised in its sock, and when it's at its full height, we pull another line which lifts the sock collar up so that the sail is released and ready to catch the wind.
Okay, first day of flying the asymmetrical. Karen's pink sail. Somehow she got the rights to call the color. And there she is, bright and pink. I'm sure we'll do a little better as we fly it more, but this is the inaugural sail. And that's awesome.
So here's where the spinnaker really helps you out. So you can see our true wind speed down in the lower right-hand corner is 9 knots, but our apparent wind speed, because the wind is largely coming from behind us, but the apparent wind speed is only 4.7 knots. But our speed through the water is 4.4. So normally when there's a wind behind us like this, we need at least 10 knots of wind to do any kind of speed. But now that we have the spinnaker in our arsenal, we can get a boat speed almost as fast as the apparent wind speed. So, very helpful. And there she is. So yeah, here's the pink sail. Pretty cool. So what Tom didn't mention when he said I could pick the color was that it's a whole lot more expensive if you design your spinnaker with a whole bunch of different colors and, where the colors go and all that. Very fun to do. You can get some beautiful spinnaker designs, but it is more expensive. So we opted for the solid color, and I was very depressed because, otherwise we have white sails. So he's all, okay, well, you can pick the color. And there were only so many to choose from, and I didn't want a really dark sail. So I picked pink, and it's beautiful.
We have exited the Sognefjorden. And as soon as we got out of there, the wind came up, and we have glorious sailing going on here. We're headed to a little island called Bullandet. It's actually a collection of like 3 islands linked by bridges, and it's just fun to be actually sailing again. We've done a lot of motoring in the last 10 days or so, and a little bit of smattering of sailing in that, but mostly pretty much everything was motoring. Having an awesome sail, gonna be in there in about an hour, and this feels good to be underway without the noise and the racket of the engine.
We're approaching Bullandet Archipelago, and this marker is the first of several aids to navigation that keep us off the rocks as we head into this maze of islets. Here you can see tall bridges connecting the islands to one another. We've taken our sails down and are headed into the narrow channel toward the very small harbor.
Right, the sun's almost down in Bulandet here, and we've got a couple boats on the dock with us, a couple campers, grocery store with self-service after they close until midnight, which I think I'm going to check out just for the heck of it. But a great view. Looking out here as the sun sets on these hills. Just very picturesque. Even with a fish processing plant, it's still quite a nice scene here. It's not like they've got pumps and everything going on and making a super loud noise. It's pretty quiet over there. And I just love this view with this red house with a sailboat in the dock right in front. Very beautiful. All right, we are at the grocery store at a little island called Stadlandet, northern or westernmost island in Norway, and they've already closed, as you can see, but not really, because as I learned earlier, it's a self-serve thing. You put your card here, put your chip number in, and it opens the door and you do your self-service. So let's see how this goes.
Lights turn on. We go in, we go shopping. What a scream. Okay, so we're gonna do our shopping. He's looking at ice cream. Alright, so he's just paying. And then how do we get out? Because the door's locked. Oh. We need a receipt? Okay, don't forget our ice cream.
Self-serve.
No way. Oh my heavens, so cool. And then eventually, I think everything closes and the lights turn off. We enjoy our ice cream as we stroll around the harbor. The evening sky just gets more and more stunning. Might I say romantic?
Uh-oh, that's a video.
We're in the island archipelago of Bulandet. Sky is incredible. The grounds are beautiful. We're just taking it all in.
Get over how clear of a day it is. We came in through a little slot over there, I think, from the Sognefjorden. Sailed across here yesterday, and it was a nice day yesterday, but today is even more beautiful. almost completely blue sky. And you can get a really good sense of all the little islets. There's like 300 islands here. You've got bikes for the day. We're gonna explore around. They've got all these lumpy areas like right in there. Big, huge, round hills that maybe we might climb on today.
This is such an outdoor focused society here. Just like Sweden, there's all these places where somebody's put up a table or a fire pit or picnic tables, like you can see over here. They're just all over the place. There's paths along the coast, and they're very focused on having everybody get outside and enjoy the beauty. There's a lot of art around, so I hope to capture some of it and share it with you. It's just really neat. Somebody is incredibly creative on this island, so we're gonna try to show off their work. Trying to figure out what this, there's a huge processing plant, like a whole, it's not like a fish processing or something, but there's massive pipes coming in around the corner and a lot of new construction and big, huge, I don't know, tanks and stuff. We're trying to figure out what it is. This is the other side of it where maybe a ship comes in and picks something up. I don't know, maybe I almost thought it was a desalination plant because of the huge pipes that were coming in, but just can't tell. These bridges were so narrow and tall. I'm sure they're safe, but with the strong winds, biking over them is certainly intimidating. We biked the full length of the archipelago and watched the ferry from the mainland drop today's explorers on the shore. And now I've learned how the campers get all the way out to these remote offshore islands. How fun for them. On the way back, we stopped for a hike. Okay, we're gonna climb to the top of this. We just saw another human up there standing, looking out. So we're gonna follow the trail to Hakletten. This way.
Just start off on our hike on what's called the school road. School children from one of the neighboring islands over there would walk an hour to school along this path to a schoolhouse that I guess all that remains now is a stone foundation. But this is the path they took, and apparently they did it in all weather. Those rugged Norwegian school children of yore. on trucking. Thank God for this chain. To the top. Oh.
Alright, here's looking over the island communities of Bulandet and Bullandet. And they're connected by several bridges. And we biked where Sea Rose is in a guest harbor over there on the westernmost part of these islands. And we rode our bikes all along those roads down there through that development and over to a ferry landing over in here somewhere, or maybe a little further. It's so pretty. Got so many great photos of they call them canals. They're basically just little inlets all over the place where the water's coming in between the little islands. Time to descend.
This is what a lot of the rock looks like when they clean it up and polish it. Beautiful, really great multicolor thing going on here. You can see all the composite nature of the individual rocks that were blended in and solidified. So would make a great countertop. There's we passed a quarry earlier on where they were cutting this. Actually, I think it's just right around the corner, right over there. But yeah, it looks great. Cool that they decided to make a picnic table out of this. We're off.
We hope you enjoyed this place as much as we did. Join us next time as we round Statt, the peninsula with a grand headland that sticks out into the Atlantic. It separates North Norway from south and requires mariners to give it their full respect and attention. Until then, make sure you're living your best life.